dome itself is pretty heavy, but then it keeps the rest of it from being ridiculously heavy.
Well, it's that time of year again. It is a beautiful June afternoon, Saturday, the 7th of June, and what a great event we have. Well, I wish that those of you who are watching right now could have been with us. This is the, let's see, it's the 5th annual Star Wars Day in downtown Joliet. Right now I'm in the quote-unquote dressing room for all the Star Wars reenactors, and what a great group of people they are. And we're here at the Renaissance Center, thanks to Susie Stockwell and the staff at the Renaissance Center for allowing us in here today and the use of the building and the facilities. And thank you also to the Heritage Corridor, to the Joliet City Center, and Darcy Buick GMC, and some of our other sponsors who are down here today. Thank you so much for making it possible for us today to bring you the highlights and showcase Star Wars 2014, and it's going to be a great show for you. We have lined up the American Legion Band making their first appearance at the Star Wars event. A few will be marching in, the 501st Legion and the Rebel Legion, and then there'll be a bit of a concert, and then a couple of short speeches, and then of course we'll cover the Klingon Band, and that's Jody in the background, by the way. He's our head of the Legion and head of the Rebel Legion as well, giving him instructions on when to line up for the marching right out here at Ottawa Street in downtown Joliet. So we're going to bring you interviews, and we'll be bringing you the highlights. We're also going to be touch base with some of the artists who are up in the located in the library. Now, as usual, what started last year, both the museum, the Joliet Historical Museum, which we're in right now, and the Public Library joined together, and they are both hosting and producing and putting together, along with a host of volunteers that are making this event today possible. So mark it on your calendar for next year, because as you come along with us, I think Princess Leia is going to join me a little bit later and do some interviews and bring you the highlights of this year's Star Wars 2014. My good friend Mike Brick, who's the marketing guru of the Joliet Historical Museum, and we were talking to Greg earlier, so you have a few people who've stopped by to say hi today.
A few. I know Mayor Droney's going to stop by here shortly with his grandson, so he wants to get some pictures with Chewbacca and some of the characters, so that'll be fun, and hopefully about 3,000 or 4,000 other people will be stopping by.
Yeah, I think there'll be more than that. There's more this year early than last year, so it'll be interesting. What's going on today at the museum that you folks missed?
You know what? The big things down in the auditorium, the lower level stage in the museum, we've got the lightsaber duels. We've got some swordsmen that are, they choreographed the Star Wars music. They're doing 3 shows. Super big hit last year, standing room only. We've got film documentarian Chris Mocht, who does films and talks about the making of the actual Star Wars movies. And then the droid builders, the R2-D2 builders, will be doing a Q&A on the stage. They'll do 2 to 3 shows down there. Those are the big hits, people will be looking for.
Great. Now, do some of these folks actually kind of stroll through the rest of the museum?
Absolutely. There's over 100 costume characters. They'll be strolling through the museum. They'll be doing photo ops, so people with kids or families, you can get your picture taken. They'll be helping them out with the games that we have for the kids in the museum. So
great.
Very helpful.
Well, congratulations, Michael, and the staff and executive director and the volunteers here at the museum as well. Great event, great day, great museum. Put it on your calendar for next year. But as far as the museum is concerned, put that on your bucket list for this summer, okay? It's in downtown Joliet, Ottawa Street, and we're going to continue with our tour. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Now, the kids are going to be looking this direction because the band is over here, and we've got a bunch of characters also marching over here. But my good friend and the mayor of the city of Joliet, Tom Girani, here today with the grandchildren. And who are these special guests?
This is Lily and Logan. Say hello. Say hi. Say hi, Logan.
Well, they're in for a great treat. I wish you could have been down here. Remember, next year, get down here in downtown Joliet. Mayor Tom Girardi, congratulations. We've got so many great events coming up this summer. I know we were last week on Channel 7 telling the folks in the Chicagoland area about all the events coming up, but it's really going to be an exciting summer.
It really is, and congratulations and due to me. There's a lot of people that got involved, including yourself, to get things done, and we're really looking forward to this summer. We really are.
Okay, I'm not going to keep you. I know you want to get the grandkids want to get going, so enjoy. The parade's coming up in just a minute.
Okay,
thanks, Mayor.
Thanks,
Thank you.
All right.
Well, we have the director of the beautiful downtown library in downtown Joliet. We were talking with Greg Pierbolt from the museum. Now Kevin Meadows. First of all, congratulations. What a great event.
Yeah, it is
fantastic.
It's a terrific event. The turnout is just getting better and better every year. We love having the people here. Look at it already. It's terrific.
Yeah, this is the biggest crowd early that I've ever seen in all years I've been covering this event.
Yeah, same with me. I was noticing that right off the bat. It was even hard to get here already.
You have the excitement of two legions, the 501st Legion, and then I think they're called the Legend.
The Rebel Legion.
The Rebel Legion is coming in, and then of course another huge highlight and showcase is the award-winning American Legion Band. Part of that band will lead the legions, and then the balance of the band will be at Stage Center, where they're going to be playing some maybe Star Wars. Who knows what they'll play. Followed by one of my favorites, the Klingon Band will be singing in Klingon.
Klingon Band, they're a big, big hit.
They really are, and I believe Congressman Bill Foster is going to say a few brief words just prior to that. And so a lot of things happening here in downtown Joliet. Join us next year. Put it on your calendar, and make sure that you make your way down here to the Joliet Public Library any day. Because, Kevin, what's the original idea, the fundamental idea of the event in the very beginning?
Well, really, it's about promoting reading to younger people, and finding another hook that hooks them in. My kids have been reading Star Wars books now all the time, and this event started that whole process.
Yeah. And we'll do a little bit of a pan down Vendor Alley here, or Vendor Row, I should say, and all the interactive games that are free, and also the vendors that are here today, too. All the excitement here in downtown Joliet. Come along. We've got a parade to catch. Change the plan, the hands
Here they come, buddy. Jedi training. Form me a single file.
United States House of Representatives. And I'd like to thank the Joliet Public Library for having me here today, and a special thank you to Roger Burns, Jody McQuarters, Maggie Siller, Mike Brick, and Kevin Meadows for organizing this celebration. I am a physicist by training, and I've had the honor of working just down the road at Fermi National Accelerator Laboratory for over 20 years, where I was a member of the team that discovered the top quark, which is the heaviest known form of matter. And in Congress, you know, I'm surrounded by mostly lawyers and career politicians. So it's really great to be here today, surrounded by so many people who are excited about science fiction like Star Wars, who helped advance the technology used to create the special effects in movies that get people so excited about things like building robots. Additionally, Star Wars inspired people to think about the technology that they never even dreamed possible. And I hope that all of you will take that inquisitive nature and apply it to other aspects of your life. So you should consider careers in science, technology, engineering, or math. Study the science and the engineering behind the ideas that excite you, and use that knowledge to bring to life your ideas in meaningful ways. Since World War II, more than half of our economic growth has been driven by advancements in science and technology. And it is vital to our nation's competitiveness that we continue to generate new ideas, new companies, and new industries. Science, at its core, is all about asking questions. The great value of science fiction is that it inspires us to ask questions that we may not have thought of and challenge the status quo. And that's why I'm so pleased that the Joliet Public Library is hosting Star Wars Day and encouraging us to develop an appreciation for science and science fiction and to think creatively. And I'm also pretty excited about the lightsaber demonstration. I'm sure you are too, so I'll sign off here. But I'd also like to just talk for a moment about the congressional record statement that I will be submitting to the Speaker of the House, recognizing Star Wars Day, the Joliet Public Library, and all of you that made it possible. Thank you all.
Congressman Bill Foster, let's hear it for him, everybody.
Well, Greg Peerbold,
Yes, sir.
congratulations. You got a few extra people here today.
Yes, we do. We have, as you can see, a lot of intergalactic visitors here from the 501st Midwest Garrison for our 5th annual Star Wars Day, which we're doing in conjunction with the library.
You know, I know last year you had a clicker, a counter person at the front door there. Last year you had 3,100 people come through here, just into the building itself. Thousands of people outside and also in the library. you missed a great event, and put it on the calendar for next year. One of the things I do want to remind folks that we had a lot of volunteers here making this event, and volunteers here at the museum as well as the library, the Lions Club volunteering today, the police kind of cadet corps helping out as well today, and there's others that I'll mention as we go along on our tour. Our associate producer today is Jordan. She wouldn't give me her last name, but it's Jordan, and we're grateful for that. And of course, Ward Ambrose, our camera guy, and he'll be in the credits as we conclude today's show. I know you're busy. Congratulations. Great show, great event.
May the force be with you. Thank you.
Very good.
Now we're inside the library. There's different game stations. At every game station, a child gets a sticker. With 4 stickers, they get a raffle ticket, and we're doing drawings within the day. Hi, we're here today with Steve Palencia. Steve, can you let us know a little bit what you're doing while you sign autographs?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually did all of the artwork for the passes and the costume contest, and right now everybody's in line to get their pass signed, and I never charge for a signature, so it's all for free.
That's great. If you can see, he's got a big line, a lot of fans. Thank you, Steve.
Absolutely.
Good afternoon. I just came across a Snow Scout. What's your name?
My name is Matthew.
Hi, Matthew. Are you from this area?
Actually, I'm from Sherwood, Wisconsin.
And what are you doing down here in Joliet this fine day?
We're here for the annual Joliet Library Star Wars Day.
And tell us a little bit about your costume.
Well, I'm actually a Snow Scout, which is part of the Imperial Cold Assault Unit. Typically, this costume would be a lot more comfortable in the wintertime. Today, it's a little warm.
Now, have you done this before?
This is actually my first time in Joliet for this particular event.
And where have you been before for the Star Wars Fest?
Well, I've done a lot of different events, and we do a lot of parades, and we do a lot of charity work, and work with different children's organizations.
And I bet the kids just love to see you.
Absolutely. I've taken a lot of pictures with kids today.
Oh, I bet. Well, we appreciate the fact that you're here in Joliet to entertain the children and help out with this fine family event. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
Hello, today I'm here with
Krista Smith.
And Krista, what are you doing here? What are you doing at Star Wars Day?
I am an art representative for the artist Mikey Babinski, who did the print for today's event, which will benefit the Big Brother and Big Sister organization of Will and Grundy counties. It's a $5 limited print of 500, and once they're sold out, we cannot reprint any because it's a Lucas agreement. So come get your print only today for $5 and benefit a great organization. And I'm also selling his artwork and his stock of posters and prints today upstairs in the library on floor 2.
Thank you so much. What a great cause.
Yes.
Well, I just came upon what looks like a partial Darth Vader.
Yes, I'm actually dressed up as an incomplete Darth Maul. I don't have the makeup because I'm taking photos. Don't want to get any on my gear.
And what is your name?
My name is Rudy Hobbs.
And Rudy, you're here from which town?
From Plainfield.
Now, you said you're taking photographs. Are there a lot of photo opportunities this afternoon?
Yes, there's a lot of people dressed up in costumes, so it provides great portraits and candidates for the event.
And what's your favorite subject to photograph?
Portraits, and then events, such as today.
And have you done this before?
For a couple years.
Now, tell us what the rest of your costume would be if you weren't just a partial.
Well, it would just be the makeup for Darth Maul, the character, the horns, and the black and red makeup.
And do you ever dress up in the full costume?
Not yet.
So you go in partial costume and take the photographs?
I take photos, yes.
Okay, and you've done this before?
Yes, I have.
How many times?
This will be my 4th year doing this.
Now, this has been going on in Joliet for how long?
About 4 years now. This is like its 4th event.
Okay, so you've been to every one?
Every one.
How does the turnout look compared to past years?
This year and last year have been its biggest turnout.
And it's such a beautiful day for all the families to come out, Joliet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've noticed there's some footsteps, green footsteps going between the library and the Historical Museum. Can you explain what those are for?
That I don't know.
I think it's
But
a path.
Maybe if you walk along it, it'll lead you somewhere.
I think that's a fine idea. Well, thank you so much. Very nice to meet you, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Hassey.
And what organization are you from?
I am from my own organization. I am a freelance comic book artist outside of Chicago. So, I heard about this through C2E2, and I've been coming here for the past 3 years now, and it's easily one of my favorite shows of the year.
Yes. Tell us about some of the products that you have.
Well, I have a bunch of prints that I have been working on over the years over here, and also books that I have contributed to right here with the Devastator. And then the big is a book that I wrote and illustrated, and is just laced with Star Wars references. So, hence I'll put that at the end of the table. Hopefully people will pick up on them, which is awesome.
That's awesome. We're so glad to have you here for another year. It's a
much.
great event. Thank you.
It's incredible. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too.
Hello, I'm here with
Tara Sheely.
And Tara, what is your business called?
My business is Sincere Costumes out of Chicago.
And what are the things that you've brought today?
Today I have hats and pillows and earrings, all Star Wars related. It was a labor of love. I made everything on my table.
And so you're also an artist as well, correct?
Yes, I am. Absolutely. I mean, this is my art, so... but I also have a costuming business, so I make, head-to-toe costumes as well.
Yes, with this beautiful Star Wars dress.
I made this because not everything can accommodate little Harrison here, so gotta make it.
Great. Is this your first year with Star Wars event?
No, this is my third year. My buddy Jimmy Hassey and I have been coming for the last 3 years. It's such a fun event and for such a good cause, and I love coming to Star Wars Day.
We're so happy to have you. Thanks for coming another year.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, hi, Diane. I see that you're here with one of your children.
Oh, yeah. David and I wanted to come out to the Star Wars Day. This is his second or third time that we've been here, and we enjoy it every year.
And, David, I see that you have a tag around your neck. What is that for?
This is the event pass, and on the back you put stickers on it, and then when you get 4, you get a prize.
Okay, and are there games that you have played?
Yes.
What kinds of games have you participated in?
I only participated in one so far, and that was called, it's called Imperial Blaster Range.
Imperial Blaster Range. Right.
Okay, and it looks like you're looking at a map. Does the fest give you an activity agenda so that you know where the activities are?
Oh, yeah, it does. And I always look for this. Otherwise, I'd be walking around in circles. But, yeah, we're heading to the library, right? I'm sorry, we're heading over to the museum.
Okay, now, how do you know how to get to the museum if you're not from Joliet?
Well, we're going to follow the green footsteps.
And actually, you are from Joliet, right, Diane?
But I am from Joliet. Yep, born and raised here, and I remember as a child coming to the library. It's always a magnificent place, and I wanted David to be introduced to it as well. So he enjoys being at the library as well. So.
And this is a great event for kids. It's a beautiful day. Are you having fun?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, I'll let you go over to the Historical Museum, follow the green footsteps, and have a wonderful time.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Diane and David. Enjoy.
Welcome to Star Wars Day. Can you let us know what organization you're from?
We're the 501st Legion. We are the bad guys who do good. We're a sanctioned Star Wars costuming group. We're all the bad side of, we're all the evil guys, the sand troopers, the Vaders and all that.
So you're providing free trade cards for children today?
Free trading cards, free information for anybody who might want to get into the costuming group and doesn't know how. Come ask us. We'll guide your way through it.
Well, thank you. We're so glad to have you today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, hello, Tony. How are you today?
Okay.
And I understand you're volunteering for the Star Wars Fest. Is that correct?
That's right.
And what are you doing to help volunteer?
Well, I'm passing out the passes for the kids and the maps to the games.
And Tony, can you tell us what type of games are available for the children?
Well, they're all Star Wars oriented.
Okay. And what do the kids need to participate in the games?
They just need to come up to one of the starting tables and get their pass and go to the different games.
Now, is the pass what you're showing around your neck?
Well, this is it's like this one, but this is a staff one.
Okay, and then are you also giving out the day passes or the information?
Yes.
Okay. And this is sponsored by the Joliet Public Library for the 5th time, is that right?
Yes, 5th year in a row.
Well, we really appreciate the fact that you're a volunteer, Tony. Thank you.
Anytime.
A special thank you to Congressman Bill Foster. This is your first time for our Star Wars event?
It is indeed, and I'm still smiling.
It's first time for the parade, and the first time we had a congressional representative here at Star Wars, the years we've been having it here in downtown Joliet. Your impression?
Well, I think it's just wonderful. For one thing, it allows many, many people to come downtown and see how welcoming the downtown area of Joliet is. And the other thing is you see these young kids excited about science fiction and about science. And so one of the sneaky things about Star Wars is that it gets kids excited about technology.
And reading.
And then maybe they'll get more interested in math and science and study a little bit harder.
And this year, music as well. And we've got characters here. This is your congressman.
United States
Thomas.
Thomas, where are you from?
Hailing from Oak Park.
From Oak Park, and many of the stormtroopers and Wookiees and folks who've come down here today, where are they all from?
We come from all over. There's people from Indiana today, Wisconsin, Michigan, just within the general area. But sometimes we got people come out from Minnesota for this event. We have troopers all over the world, but practically to make it here today, we're going within driving distance, within 4 or 5 hours.
We appreciate that, and you got a great day for it. You have a first time a congressman here for the event, and he's enjoying it. We hope you're enjoying it for next year, and we're going to continue our tour here with more of the library folks and museum people just coming up.
Well, I'm standing here right outside the library, and I'm looking around, and there is so much Star Wars memorabilia. There is food for everybody that's here. There are tables and chairs set up at the end of the street, right in front of the tent with the stage. There's Star Wars entertainment. What a great setup for all the Star Wars fans today. And there's a lot of people here enjoying. A lot of our Joliet policemen are out walking around enjoying the day. There's so many patrons in costumes, not just the participants in the Star Wars event. What a great, great event. And this is the 5th annual Star Wars event that the library has hosted. Now, I just came over to look at the costume contest for all the kids, and I came across Darth Vane.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And what is your real name, Darth Vane?
My true name is Thomas.
Thomas, it's so nice to meet you. And what are you doing here in Joliet today?
Boiling.
The costume does look a little warm, but what a costume. Now, is this something that you put together yourself?
Entirely, yes. The actual armor is made from hot glue gun glue. I molded and cast the pieces in clay, made a mold in plaster from the hardware store, and then with the hot glue gun just filled it out and painted it with acrylic.
And how long did that process take?
A couple of years. I sculpted 6 different sizes of these pieces on here. And then the helmet is a resin piece made with a rubber mold, and that was a more complicated matter.
And how long have you been doing functions like this Star Wars Day here in Joliet?
I've been out here with the 501st Legion since 2003.
And you've seen a lot of kids over the years, I bet, with happy faces. Is that right?
Yes, and today was the first day I got to handle a kitten while in costume.
A kitten? Now, how did that come about?
Someone brought a kitten. It's really beautiful. Uh-oh.
Oh. And we've got little ones that want to see you, so I will let you get back to work. Thank you so much.
Thank you kindly, and be well.
Now, I just ran into a very gorgeous, beautiful costume. And who are you dressed up as?
I'm dressed up as Atris.
And who is Atris?
Atris is actually in the books. She is not technically a Jedi, but her husband was. And after she watches her husband's death, she picks up his lightsaber and she vows to take revenge on her husband. So
now, in real life, what is your first name?
Rebecca.
And Rebecca, were you in the costume contest?
No, I was not, but my little sister Annie was.
And what was she dressed up as?
An Ewok.
Oh, how fun. Now, have you done this before?
Yes, we've actually come out 3 years now.
Oh, and I bet you really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Well, you look beautiful, and I hope you have a really good day.
Thank you.
I'm here with Jody McQuarters, and Jody, I understand you've been very instrumental in getting this fine affair off the ground. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Can you tell us a little bit about the history of the Star Wars Days?
The history started when Roger Burns brought the idea of a Star Wars Day to the Joliet Public Library, downtown Joliet. His boss, Diane, was very enthusiastic about being Star Wars, so she said run with it. Roger posted his request on the website of the group I belong to, which was the Midwest Garrison Star Wars group. We are part of the 501st. We all do professional costuming. When I saw it posted up there, I took the lead on the event. I contacted Roger. Sitting down with Roger, we found out Roger is a big enough Star Wars fan as I am, and one thing led to another, and it took off. The first year we had it, we had about 12 guys in costumes from the Midwest Garrison, and 650 people from the public came out to see the event. The next year it went to about 25 guys in costumes from word of mouth, 1,800 people. The third year it got to about 50 people, and then 3,800 people came out. And last year it became known as the world's largest public library Star Wars Day event in the world. We had 95 members from garrisons from 5 different states came out with 106 to 109 different costumes.
Now, what about this year? It really looks like there's a big turnout this year.
This year, I haven't even got the final numbers in yet. It's been very great. The city of Joliet's been amazing. We're actually able to close off Ottawa Street long enough for a short, simple parade to go 1 block over. The American Legion Band from Joliet jumped in. They headed off the parade, so it was a huge parade. We got to have at least 100-some members plus in costumes that came out. So it's really been something else.
Now, we're here at the Renaissance Center, and it looks like there are costumes and people all around. Can you explain what goes on in here?
Basically, the city of the Joliet Public Library, Roger Burns, was able to get us a couple of the banquet hall rooms here at the JJC Culinary School, which is really nice because every year this group has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. We're running out of more and more room to change into our gear. Some of the costumes, they take some room to spread them out and put them on, but we started out changing in one of the rooms of the library, then moved to one of the city offices, and we just keep outgrowing the rooms as the members keep increasing each year. So Roger this year in the library worked with the culinary school here, and they got us a couple rooms, which was really thankful, and it helps a lot.
So all the characters can come here, store their gear, get changed, and cool off.
Yeah, a lot of the costumes, most of the costumes can range anywhere from a simple $400 or $500 costume to some of the Vaders that can reach up to easy $2,000 to $3,000 and everything in between. So it's nice that we even get the rooms, but they make sure the room is secured and it's being watched all day while we're out interacting with the kids and the families. So they had to know that they're watching our gear while we're out doing that. It makes us relax enough to really enjoy the time with the kids.
Now, this is a free event for the citizens. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. We don't charge nothing for it. We make no money off of it. Basically, it's just nice to get the families to get together, come down and see Joliet, and really just enjoy a day. We get to come out in our costumes, we interact with the public, which is what we really enjoy. But at the end of the day, it gets the kids back into a library. Most of the kids nowadays, they are on tablets and laptops, on the internet. They've lost track of books, so this gets them back in there. And I believe it was after the third year, the library has at one time like 400 Star Wars books in their inventory. Roger said pretty much almost all of them were checked out that one day we were here. So kids were checking them out, taking them home to read, which is exactly what we're doing.
That's great. Now, you also have some sponsors, I understand.
Yeah, we had a lot of people that, as this event's grown, which is nice, it's nice to see the parts of the city that are coming and want to get involved with it and back it in their own way. They may not get into the costumes. You may not get Richard Fedrickson into one of the costumes, but it's nice they can say, well, we'll help you out this way. We'll give you this. We'll donate that. Like, the Friends of the Joliet Public Library, they're a very big supporter of this. They're the ones that run the library. The Heritage Corridor helps with the support system by them is really, really good. Darcy Automotive put in a few funds, and that right there helps pay for, like rooms like this. Downtown Joliet obviously has been supportive. The police department has been really, supportive. DK Publishing, publishes books. They put their 2 cents in, and believe me, what they put in, it's really amazing. And then we got people like the local artist, Steve Palanica. Steve puts his own time in. He spends hours putting together what you'll see is the badges that the kids get to wear, and when they play the games, they get stickers. So Steve will do this artwork and another piece that the kids in the costume contest win. Mike Babinski, this year, hey Jason, give me your print. Sorry about that. My print. This year, Mike Babinski, working with us, He's a DC and Marvel artist, comic book artist, put together this beautiful Boba Fett print. And when we put this through Lucas allowed us to print only 505 of these prints off for this one-day event. That's it. They will not go to conventions. They will not be made up later. When they're gone, they're gone. Lucas keeps 5 of them for his own archives. The other 500 came here. They're in the other room right now, and they're going like crazy. Mikey's kept them only at $5 to ensure that they just go. All the money, when they're done, all of it, full everything, goes to Big Brothers Big Sisters of Joliet. That, in turn, helps their organization. This year, Kevin, the director of the Joliet Public Library, gave Roger and I a choice if we'd like to get them involved. We said, we've been trying to get a charity event involved. They're local, they're close, it's a great cause. Everybody knows what they do for the kids. We're all about the kids and anything to help them, so it was a great match. Mike came here last year selling his artwork and said, hey, could I be more involved again this year? We threw this option at him. Came up a couple weeks later, he put this beautiful print together, and the rest is history. It's a nice piece to own. This one is mine. I got in line first thing this morning to get my own. So, every year this gets one step bigger. And it may not be a big step, but the public comes out. I've been hearing about this for the last 6-7 months every time I run into somebody. It's getting bigger. It's so cool.
Now, Jody, I have one last question. Did I hear correctly? You also dress up. Is that right?
Yeah, I have 2 costumes myself. I have a white stormtrooper suit and I have a Tusken Raider, which is the Sand People from the movie. I was trooped in earlier. I was in the parade. I got the group shot. I ran around. I interacted with a lot of kids. Built the Tusken Raider I built by hand. The Stormtrooper I purchased from another member who wanted to get rid of that so he could build another one. But it's a lot of fun, yeah. So I went from being an 8-year-old Star Wars fan, enjoying the movies, to growing up, to join this great group of people. I've never been around a greater group of guys than the 501st Midwest Garrison and other garrisons around the world. There's so many of them. It's a great group to be part of.
Well, thank you so much. I know everybody that's out here today really appreciates all the effort you've put into it and all the effort everybody else has put into it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I just came upon a prize table, and I thought I'd check with Aaron to see how the prizes work. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Dinah. Things are going great here at the prize table at Star Wars Day at the library.
Can you tell us how it works with all these kids, and you've got a whole table full of prizes?
Yes, how it works is the kids play games over there, and they, from playing games, they get to earn tickets when we do a drawing, and they get to win some of these awesome Star Wars prizes.
And so tell us a little bit about what's on your table with these prizes.
Oh gosh, any sort of Star Wars character you can think of, some great books, some toys, lots of great memorabilia.
And can I ask, how many prizes are you giving out today?
A lot. Newmark Credit Union, we are sponsor to the event today, and just to kind of help out the community, because at Newmark Credit Union, that's where your family. So.
Well, we really appreciate it, and I'm sure all the kids here appreciate the prizes you've got assembled for them. Thank you so much, Aaron, for explaining it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jordan McQuarters. I'm with the 501st Midwest Garrison at the Joliet Public Library Star Wars Day Event 5, 2014 this year. I'm here with Kelly from Big Brothers Big Sisters and Mike Babinski, the artist. Kelly from Big Brothers Big Sisters is a charity event that we have working with us this year to help raise money for the kids and the group that she works with. So, Kelly, you want to tell us a little bit about your group?
Sure. Well, Big Brothers Big Sisters is a one-to-one professionally supported agency in which we match up an adult volunteer known as a big or a mentor with a little in the community who might need some extra, friends in their life, some extra support. So we were thrilled when Jody called us to ask to work with him. We know this event has been an amazing event throughout the years, so we were so fortunate that we could be a part of it today.
Also with me is artist Mike Babinski. What Mike was able to do this year, he was here last year, but called and said, "Can I come back out again this year? But I want to be a little bit more involved. Is there anything I could do?" We talked for a while, and Mike decided that he was going to put together a beautiful piece of artwork. That artwork is selling today, and today only, for $5 a print. All the money will be going to Kelly and Big Brothers Big Sisters to help support their cause. The artwork was submitted to Lucas LFL Films. We were allowed to print off 505 prints only for today. 5 of them they'll keep with their archives. The other 500 have been here today. And for a little bit more, I'm going to let Mike tell you a bit about his painting and what he does.
Hello, I'm a freelance artist, and I love Star Wars. And so any opportunity I would get to do anything for Star Wars, I'll do. And the fact that it's Lucasfilm approved is the icing on the cake. And it's going to raise a lot of money for a nice charity. So I'm happy to be involved with that.
The other nice thing, too, is we had the company Lasting Images. It's a professional frame company right in Shorewood. I stopped in, brought the topic up to them, saw what they thought, and they were nice enough to actually donate the winning frame. This is the original piece of artwork here, the print next to them that you can actually buy. But they actually put the whole print, the real nice original one, in a frame. They've donated themselves, and that just really is a great thing by that company, Lasting Images. It was really nice. So the child or adult that wins this, not only is getting a beautiful piece of artwork, but it's in a professional frame. They can walk right at home and hang it right on the wall, which is really nice. So that's being raffled off today as well.
Now I'm here with the Galactic Pinwheel game, and I'm with Megan. Megan, can you tell us a little bit about this game?
Well, what you do is I'll ask somebody if they like to spin the game, to spin the wheel, and they will get like a good guy or a bad guy. Whatever they get, they'll get a sticker for a game.
Can you show us how you spin the wheel?
Sure, I will. So like I got whatever it lands on. Keep forgetting his name. But I got him, and then what you do is you'll just get any sticker. It doesn't matter, like R2, anything. That's what we'll do because we ran out of stickers.
Now, are you here with your Girl Scout troop?
Yes.
Which troop are you in?
We are the cadets.
Okay. Now, who came up with this game?
I did.
Did you make it all by yourself?
No, my dad helped me, but when we were in the attic of the Joliet Library, I saw the pinwheel. I'm like, well, I went to a little dog thing for my school, and I saw a pinwheel, so I'm like thinking of that. I was like, I could do a Star Wars little pinwheel for Star Wars Day, and that's what I did. So I asked my dad, and they thought of it was his friend named Roger, and he works at the Joliet Library, so I thought of that, and they said yes.
And I bet the kids have all had fun doing this.
They did.
Great idea. Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm here in front of the Joliet Historical Museum with our county auditor, Duffy Blackburn. Hi, Duffy.
Hi, Dinah. How are you?
I'm great, and it looks like you're here with your son.
Yeah, this is my son, 5-year-old Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hi.
And you're here with Star Wars Days. What have you seen so far?
Oh, who have we seen? Darth Vader and Han Solo. Who else?
Some of the stormtroopers.
And
I can't remember if over there. I like maybe he was like Jango Fett or Boba Fett.
And who's this next to us?
Who's this guy next to me?
Did that look like Boba Fett? We've had a blast. We definitely have had a blast.
Should we ask him what his name is?
Yeah, I think they keep very quiet. They keep a low profile, those bounty hunters. But we've had a great time. We've gone up and down. We've come with friends and family, and we've had a great time.
Yeah, it's a great event for Joliet and for the county as well.
Oh, yeah, it is the real deal. For Star Wars fans, I tell people, it gets real. This is the real deal right here with all these characters. It's something special.
Well, we were talking to Jody a little bit earlier, who was instrumental in this event, and he said it gets bigger and better every single year.
It is, and every time you turn around, there's another character coming by, and the kids absolutely love it. And then you get to go through the whole museum, and they had a scavenger hunt, and we did well, didn't we? Yeah. And now we're going to go over to the library, and we're going to have fun there, and have actually we're going to go for lunch at Route 66.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, you have fun, Duffy,
Okay.
and it's good seeing you and Jack.
Yeah.
Bye, Jack.
Hi.
Thanks, Dinah.
I'm here with Robert. Good afternoon, Robert.
Afternoon.
And you're dressed up as who?
Commander Cody from the Clone Wars cartoon show.
And Commander Cody, is that costume heavy?
Actually, surprisingly light. It's very easy to move around in.
Good. Now, how long have you been doing this?
This makes about 3 years for me. This is actually my third time at the Joliet Library Troop.
Okay, and are you from this area, Robert?
Yes, I'm from the Orland Park area.
Okay, and I take it you love to do this and be around the kids and see the faces.
It's been a wonderful experience being part of this organization. I've been able to do quite a few charitable events, and it's been really great.
Now, how many costume figures are there in this event?
Last year we were just shy of 100, so I think we may have broken that record today.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot.
It is. And in most of these costumes are handmade by the people who are here. Like this kit is actually just, when you buy it, it's just parts. You actually put this together yourself.
So you actually put this costume together?
Yes, definitely.
Oh my goodness! How long did that take?
From when I got the kit to when it was completed was almost a year.
Oh my! Do you also have to paint it?
Yes, it comes in just plain white. So. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you sure did a wonderful job, and I bet the kids love seeing you.
Oh, it's just part of the fun, just seeing their smiles on their faces.
Well, thank you very much. We really appreciate the fact that you're part of the Joliet Star Wars event. Thank you.
My pleasure, and happy that we're having this event here.
I've just come across 3 individuals in costume. Who are you?
I'm a Shadow Stormtrooper.
And Miss Shadow Stormtrooper, who is behind you on both sides?
These are my 2 TIE pilots.
And tell me a little bit about what all of you do with the Star Wars.
We're part of the 501st Legion, which is an international organization that we raise money for different charities.
Okay. And this today is free, however.
Yes.
For the participants that are out here, all the kids and families. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And how long have you been doing the activity as a stormtrooper?
I've been doing this for about 2.5 years.
Okay. Have you been to Joliet before?
Yes, I was actually here last year. It was a lot of fun, too.
Good. Now, what about the 2 behind you? Do they want to say anything? Nope.
Apparently not. Apparently they're shy today.
They've nominated you as the spokesperson. Yeah. Is that correct?
Yes, they have.
Okay. And which movie were you in?
I wasn't actually in any of the movies. I was from the comic books.
Okay, the comic books. And what did you do in the comic books?
I shot people.
But you're friendly here, right?
I'm friendly here, yes.
Okay, well, you have a good day. We're glad the 3 of you are out here to help the Joliet folks have fun.
Thank you. Bye.
I'm here with Gwen and Brian, and both of you are dressed up. Were you in the contest?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Gwen, what were you dressed up like?
I was just as Princess Leia.
What a beautiful Princess Leia. And how about you, Brian?
I was dressed up as Anakin Skywalker.
Okay. Now, I was just wondering, have you watched any Star Wars movies?
Yes. Yeah, we watched all of them.
Yep, and we watched a couple last night, too.
Oh, I bet you really are having a good time today, then.
Yep.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
Now, have you done this before?
A couple of times. We went to the library and there was
Star Wars library before, so we went.
And you're both from Joliet, right?
Yep.
Well, that's great. So you can come every year then.
Yep.
We can. There's one next year, too.
Well, have fun, and you both look wonderful.
Thank you.
What a great day, what a great event, Star Wars 2014. What a great pleasure, privilege too, to be down here with all these folks. And thanks to Jordan Harris for helping out, giving us some great interviews inside the library and the museum. And of course, great kudos, high fives to Mr. Ward Ambrose, who's doing all the production and camera work here today. I'm Richard Fedrickson. Join us next year for Star Wars, and coming up on June 13th, we've got New Orleans North, and coming up June 26th, brand new event in downtown Joliet by the City Center Partnership. It's called Nitro Night. You want to be here June 26th. We'll see you then.
Thank you.